will never be easy. Careful with who we let in. Now that you're here, you're safe. So feel free to take a moment and take a look around. Yes, I know it's ugly and it's full of junk, but I promise you that all of this means everything to us. But for our members, with me today, we have Adam. We have Jeff. My name is Darren, and together we humbly call ourselves the Gatherers. Now, as Gatherers, we have been quested by Sami himself to venture out into the galaxy, to search for relics richer in history, and have been lost to the sand of time. Now, everything that you see around you, all these dusty crates and functioning bits and pieces, we bring them back here for all of you. For you see, we risk our very lives to preserve our past, all for a sunrise that we may one day yet see. And we do all this because, as I'm sure you can tell from outside, our galaxy has fallen under some troubling times. The line between the lights and the darkness become fractured and unbalanced. But in times past, the heroes always step forward to bring balance back to the Force. Heroes that all of you might know, like Luke Skywalker. We know who Luke Skywalker is. Yes. Okay. It's a long story otherwise. We'll finish later. But now we hear rumors of another Jedi, a Jedi named Rey, and she is ignited, smart, and traveling throughout the galaxy. And like Luke and Rey have set forth to answer call, so have all of you. You've heard their similar call. One that's led you here. For this. The lightsaber. Now, the lightsaber, it's not as crude or obtuse as your everyday blaster. It's a beautiful work of art, hailing all the way back to the days of the High Republic. In the hands of our greatest of heroes, it's been used for light and life. In the hands of their darkest of enemies for power and control. Building a lightsaber is a sacred rite of passage, one that we together have worked tirelessly to preserve for all of you here today. But as beautiful as a lightsaber can be, it needs something incredibly powerful yet remarkably small at its core. The Kyber Crystal. Now the Kyber Crystal is the heart of each and every single lightsaber. It will serve as a crucible in which you will forge your bond with the Force. Now the color of the crystal will determine the color that your blade will emit, and there are many variants throughout the chromatic spectrum. However, we have managed to gather 4 to choose from today. And we'll begin with this one. Blue. Once held long ago by Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, Kanan Jarrus, Cal Kestis, and today it's held by Rey. Green. Wielded by Kylo Ren, Ahsoka Tano, Ezra Bridger, and Master Yoda himself. Violet, incredibly rare and exceedingly beautiful, once in the hands of Master Mace Windu. And red, the crystal of power, held by the Inquisitors, Darth Maul, Darth Vader, and currently by Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. But these are just stories of our past. Today we're here to start all of yours. Right now, my fellow gatherers are handing out a selection of Kyber crystals for each one of you to choose from. Now, builders, I want you to silence your thoughts and listen to the Force. Let it guide you towards your crystal. Once you've made your selection, place that crystal onto the green dish in front of you. For the crystal, the truth is you won't be stable quite yet. And for those of my builders that are undecided as of right now, keep in mind one thing, that there is no right and there is no wrong. There is only a Force. Except for that, but... Alright, for now, we're going to move on to the hilts. Now, the hilts will be the foundation of the lightsaber you build today. It will house all the parts and pieces you'll need. House all the parts and pieces, and provide you the additional benefit of preventing your fingers from getting completely disintegrated from the power of that Kyber crystal. Now, what we place before you are the choices you made prior to your entrance. Now, whether these materials have come from Malachor, Hostess, Coruscant, or even Kashyyyk, these parts have come to you to form the very lightsaber you hold in your hands. But right now, let's explore. On your left, that is your chassis. Columns 1 and 2 will be the 4 grips you can choose from today. Column 3 will be your emitters. Column 4, your pommels. And in column 5, your 2 sets of activation plates that will contain the power of your drivers. I'll be leading you in your journey in building a lightsaber. If we need any more help, don't be afraid to ask my fellow gatherers. But builders, are we ready to build?
Yes.
Okay, let's build. Now, we're going to start by making up your chassis and your kyber crystal. Your first step is placing your kyber crystals inside the center chamber of your chassis. Inside the center chamber, there is a spring plate you can push up on. Use one finger to push up on your spring plate. With your other hand holding your kyber crystal, wedge that kyber crystal into a standing position between that top plate and the bottom plate. If done properly, your chassis will glow and your crystal will sing to you. If done improperly, however, your chassis won't do any of those things that I just described. So builders, if you need help, feel free to ask for help.
Could I see?
Good. Now for those of my builders with glowing crystals, raise your chassis up toward the ceiling. Let's see those colors. Good. For those of us still working, don't worry. We will give you a moment. And that moment has passed. Moving on to column 5. Column 5, your activation plates. Let's choose out one matching set over column 5. Do not mix or match between your two sets. Now builders, once you have your matching set, turn those pieces around. You're going to see a red square and a blue rectangle on one side of those plates. Now on one side of the center chamber, you will see the same red square and blue rectangle. To put these pieces on, you're going to match red square on top of red square, blue rectangle on top of blue rectangle, red on red, blue on blue. Line those pieces up and push them down. Once these pieces have been put together, you should be able to push up on your switch and hear a misfire. Now builders, that misfire, that sound is incredibly important. Don't care, you not want to know right away. Alright. So we're going to move on to columns 1 and 2. Columns 1 and 2 will be your bricks. Out of those 4 choices, please choose 2. It does not matter what you just need to make 2. We need 1 for the top and 1 for the bottom. Now builders, with these grips, there comes one rule. I can have end rules. Take a look right up here. On one end of your grips, there is a thicker, wider band. Those thicker and wider bands, they need to go in first and touch your activation plates at the very center. For that top plate,
Are we doing okay?
for the top grip placed over the hollow, open end of the chassis, push down, twist towards your left.
Choose one of these
For
three.
the bottom grip placed over the closed end of the chassis, push up and twist to your right. Make sure that we are pushing and twisting those grips to lock those pieces in place. We need 1 for the top and 1 for the bottom.
I didn't remember how
1 for
you
the
asked
bottom
it.
and 1 for the top. Your choice.
So whichever one you put, as long as you have a thicker band in the middle, you can bring it to the center. You should start tightening up.
Now, if we have those 2 grips locked in, move on to column 3. Your minute. You're taking 1 minute for column 3, placing them on top of the open end of the chassis and turning to the right.
No vaporized hands today, okay?
Don't need to push, you're just going to twist. Whoa. Now, builders, after your emitter piece has been installed from column 3 on top of the hollow open end of the chassis, we're turning our entire build upside down. That closed end of the chassis will be sticking up toward the ceiling. Grab one part of column 4, place it on top of the closed end of the chassis facing up from the ceiling, and turn to your right all the way through. Once this column piece has been installed, you'll have a fully all lights to be replaced onto the outside in front of you for inspection once you're done.
Because essentially when hers opens up, so it comes up like this, and then it blasts out a little flame like in the top. I always like this.
And take a look.
Alright, maybe just go for the bottom to choose them right over, right?
That's sick. I haven't seen yours yet.
She's like your teacher, and you're just doing one that supposed to do. Alright, builders, you're very close. You gotta choose an emitter. So one of these 2 for the top, okay? Nice and gentle. Oh, you want to? Yeah. Alright, let's make sure everything's secure, okay? Alright. Not gonna put any more holes in the ceiling, are you? Good?
I don't know what the next
There's
step
like one right above.
You already finished.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Do you want to replace anything? Are you good to go?
No, I'm happy with it.
Okay.
We're gonna slide forward. That's gonna
Let me take a
receiver.
look.
Slide it back down and you have to turn it off, okay? Matrix and make sure it's not inverted.
There we go.
Thanks, sir.
Activation switch is right there when the time is right. All you
Right,
need to do is
looks like
slide
you
up
should.
when you hear Darren say
All right,
activate,
try that.
okay?
Slide that.
I'm going to set this down right here. I'm going to go ahead and take these.
Don't worry. Activate. Yeah. Activate. Yeah. Activate. Yes. Alright, sit right here, okay?
Yeah.
I'm exploding this.
Awesome.
Build it. You can handle that? Alright. We lost the station in here already. We want another one, so it's not. Yeah. No? Got that band behind on there? Even the band on there. Want to know anything about the band door? We got these baby bands. They always kind of shed their old ones. Throw them away. We're like, it's all in the favorite. I get really well, so pretty good. Pretty impressive.
It's not this
Oh, it's not video. You have to activate it though. Very careful, right?
Luke has a blue lightsaber too.
Wow, you know your history. Very impressive. Wow.
This is first one. Yes.
You must have been watching the holiday. I haven't heard you knocking coming out of that cabinet, have you? Good. That's good. You forgot to put the chains on her. So. Oh, this is true. I mean, you know how the dead are. We just gotta make sure that everything's safe, okay?
Alright, excellent work everyone, but we are moving on to our most important step, stabilization. For that, I need everyone to take a big step back and make way for my builder gatherers. They're now coming around and placing your hilts into our crystal stabilization chambers. Now in the past, this has been done using the force, but builders, we are not force sensitive. We have to rely on technology. Technology that we've been working on for quite some time now. But we have this process down to almost an exact science. So this should go as smoothly as the oceans of Alderaan. Okay. I forgot, to be fair, I did forget. I'm seeing now that it's a bad bet.
Darren.
Give me 1 second.
Well done. Chosen not out of skill, chosen with heart. When joined to the art, much more they will become. For you, it is time.
That's Yoda. Build as a force has to be strong in here. Master Yoda himself can sense it, and he's right, it is time. It's time for us to forge that bond between you and your lightsaber. So in a moment, I'll have my builders approach their workstations. They'll place their hand on your hilts, and together as one, you'll activate your lightsabers for the very first time. So builders, if you're ready, please step forward now. Place your hand on your hilts, and together, activate. Now builders, raise your lightsabers. You have just built the lightsaber. And like them, you too can change the galaxy. Remember that all it takes is spark. Now builders, raise your lightsabers high and raise your lightsabers proud. Well done. You did it. Excellent work, everyone. That bond has been forged. You can now deactivate and lower your lightsabers.
Complete your lightsaber. Light your path. Choose your path. Only you can. May the force be with you.
Thank you. And thank you, builders. Thank you for seeking these out today. You each crafted the lightsabers wonderful and extraordinary, each and every one of you. But in your hands, you hold remarkable power. And remarkable power shouldn't be dropped on the ground. So to protect the please present your escape machine as you depart one by one. Now, sadly, this does mean that our time together is coming to an end, but your journeys are just beginning. It's time for each one of you to make your mark in the galaxy, and who knows? Maybe one day we'll be standing right here sharing all of your stories. But as you see here, Block Sparrow Outpost, safe travels. And till the spire.
Till